that's okay. Or yeah, you're okay. Okay.
Frustrates me. I'm not as nimble as I used to be.
Yeah, I understand.
I bet somebody's probably in trouble.
Hi, everyone, and a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. I am Tony Abatey. Thanks again for joining us on Duckbait TV. We set to have the boys' game in its entirety here tonight. Again, I do apologize. We got here a little bit late. I did not judge my time very well tonight. And then, of course, we had a couple of technical issues. I'm really bad about getting some new great equipment in and then not testing it out fully before a ball game, and so took me a few seconds to get everything reprogrammed the way that it needs to be, so a few minutes. So again, I do apologize for we only got about the second half of the girls' game tonight, but it was a win for the Lady Tigers as they improved to 6-0 on the season, defeating the Iola. We had a debate here just a minute ago if they're still called the Phillies or if they're actually called the Lady Mustangs now. Their jerseys said Mustangs, but a lot of other things here in the gym still say Phillies. So not sure. I should have made sure of that before we started. So that's another thing on my end here tonight. Do want to take a second just before we get started here tonight. I do want to make an apology for some comments that I made against during the Chanute game, the last broadcast out. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, I say things I shouldn't, and said some things about one of the kids there with Chanute and the community of Chanute, and also threw in Lebec County for no reason. So apologize for that. Won't be doing that again, for sure. So, got the Iola Mustangs here tonight as the Fort Scott Tigers look to continue their streak of wins here this evening. And So the Fort Scott Tigers this evening come into this one at 6-0, or excuse me, 5-0, 5-0. Hopefully they will improve to 6-0, but they're 5-0 right now, and they'll play the Iola Mustangs here this evening, who are 4-2. Again, this is not an SEK League game. It used to be for quite a while, but hasn't been for the last few years. The Iola Mustangs, I believe they are in the Pioneer League now. Dropped down, kind of, sort of, in a way. A lot of 3A schools in the Pioneer League. And, of course, they are now 3A for this season in basketball. They've been that way. They've been that way for a few years, I think, in football, but they are in 3A this year now for basketball. So, again, Fort Scott looking to improve to 6-0. They're 5-0 right now coming into this one here tonight. They won their first 3 games, all 3 of the games in the Paola Invitational. Won the first night against Wellsville, had to make a huge second-half comeback in that game to get the victory, 68-63. Then they defeated Perry Lecompton in overtime. Not a great shooting night that night for the Tigers, but they were able to get the win in overtime, 38-36 over Perry Lecompton, and then beat the host Paola Panthers on the final night of the tournament to finish 3-0, 45-31. And then, of course, they start SEK League play 2-0. They and Pittsburgh are the only 2 teams on the boys' side that are undefeated in the SEK League, as they defeated Parsons 53-38 on the Tuesday before Christmas break. And then, of course, the Chanute game last couple Fridays ago, 53-45 was the final score there, as Fort Scott came away with the win. Again, they're 5-0 overall, 2-0 in the SEK. Pittsburgh 4-1 overall, but 2-0 in the SEK. So the Tigers and Purple Dragons are tied atop the league standings. Chanute, Coffeyville, and Parsons are all tied for third at 1-1. And then Independence is 6th right now at 1-2. And then Labette County has started this season 0-7 overall. They're 0-3 in the SEK. We'll go down to Labette County on Friday, and we'll see what they've like. I know they've lost some seniors, some upperclassmen on that team from the last couple of years. They've been very good and very tough against Fort Scott the last couple of years, so we anticipate a good ball game down there on Friday night as well. But Fort Scott coming in, looking to keep the momentum from the pre-Christmas break portion of the schedule going. They are, just like the girls, coming in at 3rd officially in the 4A East sub-state standings, as they are 5-0. Atchison and Baldwin are both 6-0, so they would have the half-game lead, so to speak, in that way. But, again, Fort Scott looking to keep things going here tonight. Their leading scorer on the season is leading rebounder, and leading in steals and in blocks. It is Rocco Lafredo. He has 15 points per game. And again, that's without the Perry Lecompton game in our stats. We didn't get that one statted. But 15 points per game for Rocco coming in, 9.5 rebounds per game, so nearly averaging a double-double. He had 19 points and 14 rebounds against Wellsville in the first game of the season to start off on a very, very good note for the Fort Scott Tigers. He's got 1.2 steals per game. He is tied in that category with Cal Cousins. And then he's got 1.8 blocks per game to lead the Fort Scott Tigers. So we'll see if he can get some blocks here tonight as well. He's also leading in shooting percentage, 59% from the field. Cannon Brown is second in that category, shooting 52% coming in. And then Cal Cousins is third in field goal percentage for the Tigers, as he is at 50% right now. He scored a season high, and I will go out there and say it's a career high. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I think that's a pretty safe bet. 24 points on opening night against Wellsville, was just dominant from beyond the three-point arc, as he really put in a great game there. He's had a couple of games where not that many points have scored for him in the recent games, but he's done a really good job, and the Fort Scott Tiger team has done a very good job. Very impressed with Coach Kroll's boys as they are doing a very good job so far in the season. Again, like we said, it's a whole lot easier to start 5-0 than to start 0-5 and try to come back from that. So Fort Scott's done a very good job to get things going on a good note. And first time in a while that they've beaten Chanute on the basketball court. They did that right before Christmas break. And, of course, beat Parsons as well. And Parsons a little bit down, it looks like, this year, but they are traditionally a power in the SEK. So looking forward to what the Fort Scott Tigers can come up with as they go to Labette County on Friday and then go down to Pittsburgh next Tuesday. And we'll have all of that action for you here on Duckbait TV. So thanks again for joining us on the broadcast here tonight. And we'll see. I know Fort Scott likes to do the national anthem before both games. We'll see if Iola does that or if they just do the starting lineups here. Looks like they're just going to get going here.
The Tigers are coached by Mike Crow and Jason Young. And now, the starting lineup for your Iola Mustangs. Our senior, number 1, Landon Whitey. Our junior, number 4, Brady Morley. Our junior, number 5, Matt Beckman. The Mustangs are coached by Luke Mycroft, and he is assisted by Chris Levy and Jason Iola.
So your starting lineups for tonight's ball game. The Tigers are going to go with their usual starting lineup so far this season, as they've got Dirks Kegler, a 5'11 sophomore, 5'7 senior Cal Cousins, 5'10 senior Spencer Goldston, 6'6 senior Rocco Lafredo, and 5'11 junior Dub Chipman. Iola tonight, they're going to go with junior Landon Whitey, senior Preston Hurst, sophomore Connor Larney, junior Mac Leonard, and sophomore Lucas Meyer. Those are your starting 5 tonight. Of course, the Mustangs are going to be in white. The Tigers in red. We are underway here tonight in game number 2, the boys' game this evening. As Fort Scott will take the possession first. Go inside, now back outside to Cal Cousins. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound picked up by Iola. Again, thanks for joining us here tonight. Fort Scott Tiger boys trying to get another one in the win column here as they've started the season 5-0. Pass comes out to Whitey. He'll go to the left side, now kicks it into the hands of Mac Leonard. Leonard drives in, shot there, blocked. Rebound, putback is no good. Another putback try, that one is also no good. And finally, Fort Scott comes away with the rebound. We got a whistle, looks like a turnover on Fort Scott. And we'll give it back over to the Mustangs here. And the shot is good for Landon Whitey. So that'll make it 2-0. Iola. Bad pass there by Iola, so it'll go back over to Fort Scott. .5:57 to go here in the first quarter of the boys' game here tonight. Three-pointer there for Goldston, doesn't go. Put back by Kegler is also no good. Rebound is batted out of bounds, and they'll keep it with Fort Scott. Bounce play comes into Spencer. Now they get it around to Dub. Over to Cal on the left side wing. Shot there for Cal, doesn't go. And now Fort Scott will come back the other direction. Shot in and out, no good. Rebound, Fort Scott. Layup does not go. Fort Scott cannot get. Shot there, doesn't go for Iola. Now we got a whistle. Looks like a foul is called. That was on Lucas Mayer. His first. Team's first of the half. Cal's got the ball out front. He'll drive to the bucket, kicks it into the corner. Now back around to Dub. Dub stutters and goes, and now a shot goes for Dub Chipman. So that'll make it 2-all. Four and a half, just under 4.5 to play in this first quarter here tonight. Drive to the bucket there by Carson. And now we'll pass it off. They get it back out to Whitey. So we dip under 4 minutes to play here in the quarter. Back over to Larney on the right side. Now back to the left side of the court. Nice backdoor feed. The shot is no good, but free throws are coming. So we get a foul on Fort Scott. So both free throws for Iola are good there. And that'll make it 4-2. Dub's got the ball on the left side wing. He'll drive to the bucket. Now kicks it back out to Rocco. Rocco finds Brown. Now back around it goes into the corner. Shot there is no good. And the rebound is chased down by Iola. Actually goes out of bounds, and they'll say last touched by Iola. Fort Scott gets it in. They get it to Kegler for three. A little bit too strong. Nice rebound by Cannon Brown. He'll get the putback. So that'll tie us at 4. 2:45 to go in the first quarter. Pass to the top of the key to Leonard. Now back it goes right side. Now back to the top. Three-pointer on the way. That one doesn't go. Rebound is taken by Kegler. He got taken out on a free throw attempt, missed the shot, but Lafredo was right there to make the putback. So that'll put the Tigers on top, 6-4. 2:12 to play. Pass deflected and lost out of bounds by Iola. So 6-4, Fort Scott with the lead. Just 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Fort Scott with their first lead of the game. Pass goes to the right side. It was deflected out of bounds by Iola. So it'll stay with Fort Scott. Rocco to inbound it. They'll go left side, drive all the way to the bucket. Layup is good. That's Dub Chipman with the 2. And lead in balloons now to 4. It's 8-4. Fort Scott on top. They've scored the last 6 points of this one. Pass goes right side. And now ball deflected. But Iola gets it back. Court Carson has it. Under a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter now. Again, 8-4. Tigers with the lead. Pass goes to the top to Whitey. Now back around to Carson. Back to the elbow, or just inside the elbow, and a shot is good for Mac Leonard. Drive by Cal. He's back in the game, and a shot off the glass is good for Cal Cousins. That'll make it 10-6. Fort Scott on top. Now Iola rather in the front court with the basketball. We'll get it to the top. Now back around to the right side, and the hands there of Landon Whitey. W-E-I-D-E, if I've spelled that correctly. Landon Whitey. Shot there is no good. Rebound by Dub, and it looks like Fort Scott's going to slow things down and try to get the final shot of the quarter here. It's like Iola's got the possession arrow, so they'll get it to start the second quarter if there is no tie ball between now and the next 8 seconds. Cal's got it. He'll drive in, kicks it into the corner. Dub for 3. Swish! And that will be the end of the quarter as Dub Chipman hits the three-pointer. So 13-6 is your score here at the end of the first quarter. We've got some great sponsors, including our first quarter sponsor this year. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact Jamie by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. So again, 13-6, Fort Scott with the lead. As we get ready for the second quarter to begin here tonight in Iola. Again, thank you for joining us on Duckbait TV. And as we mentioned, Iola will start the quarter with the basketball right in front of us here. So they'll get it in. Down into the corner. Comes back out. Drive to the bucket. Shot there is no good, but it looks like a foul going to be called on Fort Scott. So a couple of free throws coming up for the Mustangs. Foul's going to be on Cal Cousins, his second.
At the line, shooting number 13, Cortland Carson.
Cortland Carson will be at the line. And the first free throw is good. Second one is also good, so Carson makes them both. And that will make it 13-8 in favor of Fort Scott. And now a turnover here. We get it inside. Now back out. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound loose. And it's going to go out of bounds. Three-pointer on the way for Fort Scott, and that one is good. So Dirks Kegler with the shot. We got a whistle at the other end. It looks like a foul going to be called on the Tigers. Mac Leonard at the line for 2 free throws. He made the first one there. Rocco picks up his first foul of the game, so he will check out. Cal Cousins will come back in. Remember, Cal's got 2 fouls here in this first quarter. Leonard makes the first but misses the second for Iola, so it's 16-9. Fort Scott on top, just under 6.5 to play in the second quarter. Pass comes to Kegler. Shot there. Doesn't go. Dub got the ball, and we got a foul on Iola. Foul's going to be on Landon Whitey, his first. Fort Scott with the ball on the inbounds play. They get it in now. Back around it comes to Cannon Brown. Brown, sidestep. Three-pointer is too strong. Rebound inside by Fort Scott. They get it back to Brown, and he missed a layup that time. .5:45 to go in the second quarter. Fort Scott with the lead, 16-9. Run there in the middle of the quarter, first quarter. Let Fort Scott jump out on top. And they have not surrendered their lead yet, but they're getting the battle from Iola here in this one. Whitey drives to the lane, now kicks it out. Eli Adams with the basketball. Nick Bauer with the ball. And now looks like a turnover for Iola. So still 16-9, Fort Scott on top. Coming up on 5 minutes to play here. And a drive to the bucket. And it looks like a foul on Iola here. Rocco will check back in. Now Cal will inbound the ball for the Tigers. Shot inside, put back no good. Another put back try. That one's too strong for Rocco, and it's pulled off by Iola. And a three-pointer. Cortland Carson hits the three there. So that makes it 16-12. Rocco gets inside. He makes that shot. And that makes it 18-12. Lead back to 6 now for the Tigers. Coming up on 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Pass comes left side in the hands of Mac Leonard. Ball loose inside, picked up by Fort Scott. Up to Cal, shot a little bit too short. Put back by Rocco is good though, and that'll make it 20-12 Fort Scott. Pass goes left side to Whitey. Now back in, shot there is no good. Rebound batted towards the corner and last touched by Iola. Couple of subs for Iola here. Shot there is good. Cal Cousins with the bucket. So that'll increase the lead up to 10 for the Tigers, 22-12. Pass goes into the corner. Iola's got it there. Nick Bauer with it. Now back to the top. Drive to the bucket. Shot no good, but a foul will be called on the Tigers. It looks like Carson will go to the line. Rocco picks up his second foul. 2 shots coming for Cortland Carson. First one is good. And now a sub here as Dirks Kegler will check back in for the Tigers. He will replace Rocco. Second free throw on the way, and it is also good. So a couple of them made there. For Iola, 22-14, 2:40 to play here in the second quarter. Fort Scott still out in front. Kegler lost his man, now kicks it over, and a three-pointer is good for Spencer Goldston. (25-14). So a little bit of a run here towards the end of the second quarter as well for Fort Scott. Back out to a double-digit lead at 11 points for the Tigers. 2:15 to go. Now 2:10 to go here in the second quarter. Pass comes to the top into the hands of Landon Whitey. Drive to the bucket. Layup there is good by Whitey. (25-16). Shot there is no good. Fort Scott now drive to the bucket, and it's no good on the other end by Iola. (25-16). Fort Scott with the lead here. Drive to the bucket by Goldston, and it's good. We'll have a free throw as well with 1:27 to play in the quarter. Foul is on Matt Beckman. Spencer will go to the line for the and one. First free throw's up there. It's no good. Excuse me. Shot there by Whitey is good. So that'll make it 27-18. Another miss by the Tigers. Three-pointer at the other end, and now Iola's starting to feel it. As Carson hits a three. That'll get it back to a 6-point ball game. 27-21. Pass deflected. And Whitey with a layup, and it's good. Also a foul on Fort Scott here. That'll be the first foul on Dub tonight. And Landon Whitey will be at the line for two. Excuse me, one. It's up there and good. So all of a sudden, it's back to a one-possession game. Fort Scott still leading, but it's 27-24 now. It was an 11-point lead for Fort Scott just a little bit ago. Ball deflected, lost, now and it's in backcourt, picked up by Iola. Carson will have it, shot there, doesn't go. Put back is no good. They're going to get a foul on Fort Scott. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Free throw is good. They're hitting just about everything they have at the free throw line tonight. We'll check that at halftime, what their actual stats are from the line, but they've hit just about every one of them. Second free throw on the way. That one is no good. Rebound Kegler. They'll bring it down the court. 27-25. Three-pointer is no good at the buzzer. And that'll take us to the end of the first half with your score. Fort Scott 27 and Iola 25. We had a show right in front of us here tonight. It's always good to see the bands coming out and performing. Well, and a good shout out there to the Iola High School band for getting out there and performing. We don't see that a lot of places. I feel like we should see that in Altamont this Friday, and we'll see that in Independence, a few other places as we go throughout the year. But good to see that here in Iola. Always good to see that. Of course, I'm the son of a band director, former band director, so it's always good to see the bands getting out there and performing. They sounded really well. Really good, at least to my ear anyway, in between games and when they've been performing their pet band stuff. And that was a little bit more of a traditional halftime football kind of halftime show there. So anyway, kudos to them for getting out and performing and starting off the new year that way. So Fort Scott with the lead here at halftime, 27-25 is your score as the Tigers lead the Iola Mustangs here tonight at Iola High School. Let's see if we can pull up some of the stats here in this one tonight. First for the Tigers, nobody in double figures just yet. It's been kind of a low-scoring first half for both of these teams here. Fort Scott's being led right now by Dub Chipman. He's got 7 points. Also have Dub for 3 rebounds so far. Rocco Lafredo's got 6 points and 4 boards. Spencer Goldston, 5 points for him. 4 points for Cal Cousins here at the half. Dirks Kegler with 3, and then Cannon Brown had a 2-pointer. He's missed a couple of 3-pointers tonight, but he's gotten a couple of putbacks that have gone for him, and Fort Scott has played pretty well. Again, a nice run there in the middle of the first quarter. They went from down 4-2 to up, I believe it was 10-4 at one point. And then Iola kind of came back a little bit towards the end of the first quarter, but then a nice little run pushed it out to 11 there with about 2 or 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Iola, of course, has come all the way back, storming back, and have a trail by just 2 points now here at the break. Let's take a look at the Iola stats here tonight so far. Their leading scorer is Cortland Carson with 10 points. He is 2 for 3 from three-point range tonight. He's also made all 4 of his free throws. In fact, Iola as a team shooting 9 of 11 from the free throw line here tonight. And so they have been very good at that. That's good enough for 82% from the free throw line here tonight. And they shoot it like that all the time. It doesn't look like it's a fluke going in. It looks like it's a pretty good shot for most of these guys shooting. Look like they work on it a lot. Maybe even more than most teams, but they're really good at the free throw line. So Fort Scott's going to have to limit their opportunities in the second half from the free throw line for sure. Going to have to let them or make them drive, maybe even shoot from the outside. They are shooting 46% from three-point range. 67% from three-point range as a team. Of course, Cortland Carson is the only one with three-pointers here tonight, but still, that's a pretty good percentage. So they've got to make sure that they get a hand in some faces and hopefully get that calmed down just a little bit. As again, Cortland Carson leading all scorers right now with 10 points for Iola. Landon Whitey has 9 points here at the break for the Mustangs. Mac Leonard has 3. Matt Beckman has 2, and Lucas Meyer has 1. So again, Fort Scott looking to continue this undefeated streak. This is not an SEK game tonight. Of course, I know most people, I don't remember the exact year, of course, but I know most people know that Iola is no longer in the SEK. Used to be, not that long ago, but they have left that for the Pioneer League. And playing teams like Osawatomie and teams closer to this area. I'm sure that drive from Iola to the drive from Fort Scott to Independence and Fort Scott to Coffeyville is not fun. I'm sure the drive from Iola that far was even less fun. So they've got a league that they're much more competitive in and prepares them for life on the 3A level, as they've been a 3A team a lot recently. They're kind of on the border for basketball. They were a 4A, I believe, last year, and they kind of go back and forth a little bit. They're more solidly in 3A for football, just the way that state does those. It does that for for football. But anyway, it's probably a better situation for Iola, and that's what we're looking for. Best opportunities for everybody. And that's what we've got here. So we're just about to start the second quarter. So we're just underway here in the third quarter. We're changing the battery on the camera. Forgot to do that during the halftime. Again, it got all kinds of flustered here tonight. So we do apologize for that. But Rocco gets the first bucket of the second half for the Tigers. And now Iola will come back down the other side. Shot there, doesn't go. And now put back at the other end is good for Rocco. So he's gotten the first couple of points here in the second half for the Tigers. It's 31-25, and now a steal by Fort Scott. A three-pointer for Fort Scott, and a timeout called by Iola, I believe, with 6:52 to go. Get the scoreboard caught up for you here. (34-25), Fort Scott with the lead. Spencer Goldston with that last three-pointer. And then the quick timeout taken by Iola. .652 to go. Whitey has the ball inbounds. Over to Carson, their leading scorer tonight so far. Now back out it comes to Beckman. Around to Leonard, shot there, doesn't go by Leonard. Rebound Spencer Goldston for Fort Scott. Ahead to Cal, back out to Spencer, open for three. Swish! (37-25). Fort Scott getting started here very quickly. Lucas Meyer gets Iola on the board for the first time here in this third quarter. They'll cut the lead back to 10, and now it's back out to 12 as Dub Chipman hits the shot. 39-27, and now a turnover for Iola. .536 to go here in the third quarter. Substitutions great. Grady Doherty checks in for Matt Beckman on the Iola side. To Goldston. Nice drive in. Shot a little too short. No good. Rebound. Here for Iola. They'll work it back into the front court. Right side. Now back it comes down to the block. Turnaround shot there. Too strong. No good. Rebound comes off to Cal Cousins. Get it back out to Cal. Drive, 15-footer from the baseline, no good. Now a shot at the other end does not go for Iola. I believe that was Doherty with the missed shot. The Tigers grab the rebound. Pass deflected, but chased down by Dub Chipman, so he keeps possession for the Tigers. And now we got a whistle. And it looks like a foul going to be called on the Mustangs. So Doherty picks up his first foul. 39-27. 4:19 to go here in the third quarter. A drive by Kegler. A shot there is good. So Dirks Kegler hits the bucket. Drive on the left side by the Mustangs. They'll kick it back out. Leonard has the ball. He'll get it into the corner. Three-pointer is in and out and back in for Cortland Carson. Another three-pointer for him, and that'll make it 41-30. Dirks has the ball out front. He'll reset the offense. 3.5 to play here in the third quarter. Tigers with the lead, 41-30. Thanks again for joining us on Duckbait TV. Rocco for three, a little bit too short. Rebound, Cal. He'll have the putback. That one does not go. Rocco gets the rebound, and a foul is going to be called on Iola. I think they'll say the foul was on the floor. Rocco stepped back, missed a three. And now we got a full timeout on the floor. I wonder if Iola took this one here. Again, we have several great sponsors that help us out a ton here on Duckbait TV. Joey Fritter is a loan officer with Open Mortgage. Open Mortgage is a multi-channel mortgage lender, believing that better is possible. Constantly striving to bring a better mortgage experience to everyone. Joey can assist you in buying a home from start to finish. Her office is located at 1 East Wall Street in Fort Scott. Call today to get pre-qualified for a home loan at 620-644-8146. H2 Painting LLC, the right way the first time. Look them up on Facebook at facebook.com/H2PaintingSEK or call them at 620-605-2769. State Farm agent Cale Nelson is your local agent for home and auto. Contact Cale for a quote. Visit Cale's website at calenelson.com or give him a call at 620-223-2828. 41-30, 3:22 to go here in the third quarter. Thanks again for joining us on Duckbait TV as the Fort Scott Tigers lead the Iola Mustangs here late in the third quarter. Inbounds play for Kegler. He'll get it in to Dub. Chipman drives to the baseline, or to the block, rather. Here's a three-pointer from Goldston. He got it again. So Spencer with another big three. That'll make it 44-30. Fort Scott on top by 14 points here with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Landon Whitey drives to the bucket. Shot there, no good. They're going to call a charge. So Goldston, after making the three-pointer on the offensive end, stands in front to get the charge on the defensive end. And that'll go on Landon Whitey, his second. Nice job by the Tigers as they get it to Lafredo inside, and he's able to hit the shot. 2:24 to go. Rocco's got it. He'll drive in. Shot there is no good off the rim. Rebound comes down to Whitey. And we got a whistle. They're going to call a carry on Iola. Three-pointer in the corner by Cannon Brown is too short. Rebounded by Ford Scott. They get it into Kegler. Some contact, but it's turned over. And now we got a whistle and a foul on the back end on Spencer Goldston. A double check back in. Rocco will come out for a quick breather. First foul on Spencer. Beckman has it for Iola. He'll kick it into the corner. Now back it comes into the lane to Whitey. Whitey, turn around. One way, goes the other way, and the shot is no good, but a foul on Fort Scott. We'll see who they call this one on. Going to call it on Cannon Brown, his first. And Landon Whitey will be at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up and good for Iola. And then we're at 82% from the line at the end of the third, or end of halftime, at the end of the first half. Substitution here is Cortland Carson will check back in. Grady Doherty will come out. Second free throw was also good there for Iola, so we'll make it 32, now 48-32. Now 48-34. Fort Scott with the lead. They're going to try to run a little bit of 4 corners here, it looks like, with 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Iola has the possession arrow. So they will get it to start the fourth if there is no tie ball between now and the end of this quarter. Dub will have it. He'll drive to the bucket. Now has it, lost it for a moment, gets it back. Now kicks it back out to Spencer with 19 seconds to go. Goldston drives to the bucket, lost it. It's loose, still loose, finally picked up by Iola. And now we got a whistle at the other end, and it's going to be a foul on Fort Scott, it looks like. 8 seconds to go. Foul's going to be on the Tigers. Dub Chipman, his second. Mac Leonard at the free throw line for 2. For the Mustangs, he misses the first. That's a rarity tonight for Iola. And now Spencer will come out as Rocco will check back in. 48-34, 8.8 seconds to go here in the quarter. Man, he missed them both. That's really shocking. They get it ahead to Cannon Brown. Now down low to Rocco. Turnaround shot. It's good at the horn. So Rocco hits the bucket, and that'll give the Tigers half 100. They lead it 50-34 here at the end of the third quarter. Highway 3 has modern personalized fleece name blankets, along with fun and unique personalized gifts. You can also find Highway 3 products at several retail stores in the area. For more information, follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/shophighway3 or check out their website, shophighway3.com. Chad Cousins is your local 1842 Wealth Management Financial Advisor. Contact Chad for more information by email at chad@1842wealth.com or call Chad at 620-215-9240. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. So Iola will start the fourth quarter with the basketball. The Tigers lead it 50-34. Rocco Lafredo with a bucket at the buzzer there at the end of the third quarter, giving the Tigers a 16-point advantage. Here's a shot by Whitey. It's no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Drive to the bucket. Shot is good by Dub Chipman. Beckman has it on the far side for the Mustangs. He'll dribble it around. Drive to the bucket. Shot doesn't go. Rebound picked up, and now we got a whistle and a foul, it looks like, on the Tigers. That's the third foul third foul on Rocco tonight. And then Lucas Mayer at the line for two, and he makes the first. Second one on the way. That one is no good. Rebound taken by Dub. .654 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Tigers lead it 52-35 over the Iola Mustangs. Pass goes left. They get it to Cannon. He'll drive in. Now kicks it down low to Dub. Dub, who got hammered, and there will be a foul, and it looks like Dub's going to go to the line. Brady Doherty picks up his second foul there, and that will send Dub to the line for two. First one is good. Excuse me. Second free throw's on the way, and it is no good. And rebound taken, I believe Whitey got the board that time for Iola. They'll bring it down the court, kick it into the corner. And we got, it looks like a touch foul over there on Fort Scott. So Kyle Cousins will pick up foul number 3. And that is the team's second foul of the half. I thought it might be the third, but they've only got 2 up there on the board. So no free throws yet for Iola here in the fourth quarter. Again, those fouls do reset at the end of each quarter this year. New rule, new NFHS rule. It's a national rule, not just a Kansas rule. As I understand it, each of the states can either accept it or decline it, and Kansas is one of the many that has accepted that. There's a shot on the inside by Doherty that's good. Well, make it 53-37. Three-pointer by Cal is no good. Rebound. Dub tried to get at it, and it's going to be taken away by Fort Scott. They get it to Brown. Turnaround shot is too strong. Dub gets another rebound. Another shot doesn't go for the Tigers. Now we got a whistle and a tie ball is finally called. Looks like a timeout's going to be called by Iola here as well. 5:32 to go in the fourth quarter, 53-37. The foul was eventually called. Or was there a foul? No, I think they called tie ball. So it's going to be, it looks like Fort Scott possession here. So 5:32 to play. Fort Scott with a 53-37 lead, trying to close this one out here tonight. Inbounds play goes to Dub. He'll get it to Rocco inside, and it's good. Rocco with another big night for the Tigers. Shot at the other end is no good for Iola, and that'll be a rebound by the Tigers. There's Mac Leonard with the shot. Dirks Kegler's back in there for the Tigers. Get it inside to Rocco. Shot blocked that time. Blocked by Landon Whitey. Now Iola at the other end. Whitey with a shot at the glass. Goes. 50. Scoreboard caught up here. Behind a little bit. 55-39 is the score. Fort Scott still out in front as we play here in the fourth quarter. Pass goes inside to Rocco, and he gets the shot. Nice little up and under move, and the shot is good by Grady Doherty. (57-41) is your score. Had it wrong there on the board. Do apologize for that. 57-41 is the score. Fort Scott with the lead. 3:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. Pass goes to Cal Cousins. Out front and kicks it over to Goldston. He'll drive in. Shot by, Chipman got hammered. Fort Scott fans wanting a technical foul or an intentional foul or something like that. But I think it's just going to be a regular foul, and Dub's going to go to the line for two here. Foul is on. Foul's on Mac Leonard, his second. And Dub makes both free throws. Ball loose, picked up by the Tigers. 59-41. Fort Scott with the lead, 2:40 to go. Shot there, doesn't go for the Tigers. Three-pointer at the other end is also good. And now we got a whistle. It looks like the Tigers are going to call a timeout. A circus shot there by Dirks. It was well after the timeout, so it's not going to count, but it did go high off the glass and in. See if he's got that in his arsenal for some point later in this season. 2:14 to play. Fort Scott calls the timeout. 59-41, the Tigers with the lead here. I think that's the second timeout the Tigers have taken here tonight. I've been a little lax with the timeouts on the scoreboard, so we apologize for that. It's just been a rough night all the way around. The good news is we only have to wait till Friday to get a redo. So the Tigers will travel down to Altamont, take on the Labette County Grizzlies and Lady Grizzlies. Fort Scott with the inbound play. He'll go to Chipman. And pass goes inside, and initial shot is no good from Rocco, but he did make the putback. Well, that'll make it 61-41 Tigers here. And you got a guy like Lafredo who's 6'6" in 4A basketball, especially in the SEK. And Whitey with the bucket there on the other end for the Mustangs. I know Iola isn't in the SEK anymore, but similarly sized school and whatnot. It is great to have the advantage of having a 6'6" guy in the middle that can go up and get those rebounds off of those tough shots off the rim, even when they're his own shots. A great job there by the Tigers. Cannon Brown is checked into the game. He'll pass it over to Dub for three. It doesn't go. Kegler knocked it away. Brown got the rebound, and he will put it in. So 63-43, Fort Scott with the lead. And now we got a whistle, and I think they've called a foul on the Tigers. And it is. Second foul on Spencer Goldston tonight. 2 free throws coming for Nick Bauer. First one is good. Substitution for Iola. The Tigers will get one as well. Grady Doherty checks back in for the Mustangs. He'll replace Lucas Meyer. Malachi Larson is the one checking in for the Tigers. He will replace Spencer Goldston. Second free throw is good. For Bauer, he'll make them both, and he will come out. And a bad pass there will go out of bounds. So a quick turnover for the Tigers. Shot looked like another block there from Rocco Lafredo. And we got a whistle. And another timeout here. Called on the floor. 44 seconds to go, 63 to 45. Fort Scott with the lead. Did Iola take that timeout? So Iola, I believe, is down to just one for the remainder of the night here. Fort Scott gets the inbounds play. Get it into Kegler, now kicks it into the corner. Rocco has it down there. Now back out to Spencer, 30 seconds left to go. Fort Scott does not need to shoot. Whitey went flying towards the baseline. Hope he's okay. It looks like he's all right. He's going to get up and come back to the top here. Knock the ball away. It's going to go out of bounds, though. Last touch by Iola. So Fort Scott will have the inbounds play. 17.5 seconds to play. Dubs got it, and it looks like Iola's going to call off the Dogs a little bit too here. They'll kick it back out to Brown. 5 seconds to go, and this one will run out with Fort Scott leading and winning. So the Fort Scott Tigers get the victory here tonight. The final score is 63 to 45. Fort Scott with the victory, and the Tigers improve to 6-0 overall. Of course, not a league game tonight, so they stay at 2-0 in the SEK, but 6-0 overall. Fort Scott with the win here tonight, and that's always a good thing to say. So again, 63 to 45 is your final score. Fort Scott with the win here tonight. Let's try if we can really quickly here to get your stats in. We're sharing a plug down there, so I want to try to get these quickly here. So Rocco Lafredo ends up with 20 points tonight. That's the lead for the Tigers. So Rocco with 20, Spencer with 14. Dub Chipman also chipped in 14 tonight. Dirks Kegler had 7. Cannon Brown with 4. Cal Cousins with 4. That all adds up to 63, according to my scorebook. 7 rebounds for Rocco tonight as well. That led the team in that category. 7 for him and for Dub. They both had 7 rebounds. So good job for the Tigers there. For Iola tonight, they were led in the book by Landon Whitey, who had a great second half for the Mustangs. He ended up with 15 as the total there to lead the Mustangs tonight. Cortland Carson ended the night with 13. Then Grady Doherty, Matt Beckman, and Lucas Meyer each had 4. And then Mac Leonard with 3 and Nick Bauer with 2. So some good scoring there for Iola, but they come up on the short end here tonight. Again, Rocco Lafredo with 20 points tonight to lead all scorers as Fort Scott gets the victory this evening, 63 to 45. Again, we've got a lot of great partners that help us out with these broadcasts this season, and our sponsors have been great for us. We've gotten to do a lot of really cool things with these broadcasts because of them. So, again, I want to thank them. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Joey Fritter is a loan officer with Open Mortgage. Open Mortgage is a multi-channel mortgage lender, believing that better is possible. Constantly striving to bring a better mortgage experience to everyone, Joey can assist you in buying a home from start to finish. Her office is located at 1 East Wall Street in Fort Scott. Call today to get pre-qualified for a home loan at 620-644-8146. H2 Painting LLC, the right way the first time. Look them up on Facebook at facebook.com/H2PaintingSEK or call them at 620-605-2769. State Farm agent Cale Nelson is your local agent for home and auto. Contact Cale for a quote. Visit Cale's website at calenelson.com or give Cale a call, 620-223-2828. Highway 3 has modern personalized fleece name blankets along with fun and unique personalized gifts. You can also now find Highway 3 products at several retail stores in the area. For more information, follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/shophighway3 or check out their website, shophighway3.com. Chad Cousins is your local 1842 Wealth Management financial advisor. Contact Chad for more information by email at chad@1842wealth.com or call Chad at 620-215-9240. And Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. Well, again, a victory here tonight for both teams. It's the Fort Scott Lady Tigers and the Fort Scott Tiger boys each come away with victories here tonight. The Lady Tigers got the win. 57-23 was the final score in that one tonight. Of course, the boys with the victory here this evening, 63-45, as both teams improved to 6-0 overall here this season. Again, a huge thanks to all of our sponsors. A huge thanks to the folks at Fort Scott USD 234 that allow us to come cover the Tigers. We appreciate that for sure. Coach Dell and Destry Brown, superintendent, everybody involved over there. It's really great to be able to do this. We've got some great partners that help us as well. This is fun. This is a fun thing for me, and we try to get better as we go each night, and hopefully we can do that as we continue to go throughout this season. But anyway, Fort Scott Lady Tigers with the win here tonight, 57-23. The Fort Scott Tiger boys, they also won tonight, 63-45, as the Tigers come away with the varsity sweep here tonight in Iola. For my dad on camera tonight, Willie Abatey, to the Peanut Monkey and Ace back home, and to all the duck baits out there, I'm Tony Abatey. We know you have many options when watching Fort Scott Tiger and Lady Tiger basketball, but thanks for joining us on Duck Bait TV. Good night, Kansas.